All right, folks, y'all might remember that the building outside where we are is formerly Black Lives Matter Plaza. In Washington, D.C., they painted this in 2020, and this is what it used to look like, but the street was completely torn down and demolished because Republicans demanded Washington, D.C. do that because they didn't like it. You might remember when he was dying of pancreatic cancer, his last visit in Washington, D.C., Congressman John Lewis stood out on the street with D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser, and he wanted to make that visit before he transitioned, and so that's what it used to be. So guess what's happening right now? Now these are wacky nutcase Republicans, because they can demand, they can force D.C. to do what they want because they control the House and the Senate. So guess what? Nancy Mace now claims she's going to fight like hell to rename the old Black Lives Matter Plaza for Charlie Kirk. This is her idiotic, stupid-ass statement. Now, mind you, Nancy Mace represents South Carolina, not Washington, D.C. And so she goes, Charlie Kirk assassinated for defending free speech. BLM bought a $6 million mansion with your donations. One deserves a memorial in D.C., the other deserves an investigation. We introduced the Charlie Kirk Freedom of Speech Plaza Act to rename Black Lives Matter Plaza and honor a true American patriot. We should honor a martyr for freedom, not a terrorist organization that got rich off chaos. We are Charlie Kirk. Fuck you, Nancy Mace. This is the bullshit that we're talking about here. This is the bullshit right here. Okay? People like Nancy Mace. What's wrong, Kelly? Yeah, I said it. I said it.
Nothing. Not a thing.
So this is what I'm talking about. These right-wing nutcases want to force their stuff. Charlie Kirk was a racist. Period. I don't want to hear this First Amendment spit bullshit. And, oh, my God, it's about freedom. No, Charlie Kirk did not give a damn about black people. Despised King, trashed the Civil Rights Act. But this is the crap that they do when they have the power. And what do we always say, Rebecca? If you don't vote, this is the stuff that you get.
You know what, Roland? I was just looking up to see if Nancy Mace has actually passed anything. Has she even got a post office named in her district? This is her third term in Congress. So out of everything that South Carolinians are going through, this is what they want. They want their member of Congress to decide that they're going to rename a street in D.C. But here's the other thing. Does she really think that Black Lives Matter Plaza was named after incorporated Black Lives Matter movement in a particular city? Or she just doesn't understand the sentiment that Black Lives Matter.
Rebecca, okay. Stop, Rebecca. I think Rebecca, you know her dumb ass ain't that smart. You know dumb ass Nancy Mace. That is way too much nuance for dumb ass Nancy Mace.
Roland, I am trying. Like, these stories.
No, you can't try. She is dumb.
Yes. Yes.
Dumb.
Did Charlie Kirk even know her? Does she know Charlie Kirk? Has she ever met him? Why is she going so hard for Charlie Kirk? According to Candace Owens wants the federal government to actually fully investigate the death of Charlie Kirk. So maybe Nancy Mace can advocate for that instead.
Kelly?
Yes. I'm sorry. All right. So
Kelly, say something now.
I got you. So here's my thing about Charlie Kirk, right? Because I haven't really talked much about him at all. And not because I don't have much to say, but mainly because it's not worth saying, because he wasn't worth, frankly, remembering. He didn't do anything. We're talking about a community college school dropout who was given a mic. He's a glorified podcast bro that these Republicans have rallied behind because he got shot. That's it. He didn't say anything of value. He didn't say anything of significance, not even within their own talking points. He didn't say anything. If this man had not died, they wouldn't be talking about him. So I don't see why I should be talking about him. That's it.
Yeah, this was, I took this photo here, Joe. I took this photo here because, when these idiots were talking about tearing it down, and I was like, here they come. And the bottom line is, that's what they do. I mean, they are, because they control the purse strings, they told Mayor Bowser, oh yeah, you don't rip up that street and it damn near cost $1 million to rip it up. You don't do that, we ain't approving your budget.
Yeah, that's crazy. But here's what it comes down to. They're getting ready to be outnumbered. They know they're getting ready to be outnumbered. And so what you want to do is you want to erase everything black you possibly can, everything of color that you possibly can. But the problem is there's going to still be more of us. You're still going to be outnumbered. You're still going to have these issues. And meanwhile, back at the ranch, you're not even doing a particularly good job, the Nancy Mace of the world, of taking care of your own people. Your mamas and daddies are losing Medicare. You let people sit around and say, I don't want Obamacare, but I'll keep ACA. They've been saying that for 10 years. Meanwhile, certain people are trying to make it go away. And ultimately, the proof's going to be in the pudding. What you actually do for people to push them forward. Charlie Kirk, whatever Charlie Kirk was not, I'm too busy trying to get to heaven myself and make sure I'm standing at the gate and they don't tell me something about something that I had no business doing. You know what I mean? I'm too busy kind of working on mine. Just like hopefully Charlie Kirk was working on his. I don't have no heaven or hell to put him in, but I know one thing about it, that I know he's gone and he's not doing anything for anybody now. Whatever somebody may have purported that he was doing then. So I don't think that's particularly important because it's not putting food in anybody's mouth. It's not turning anybody's life, changing anybody's life for the better. Having a discussion about taking white people out and taking black people out and putting white people in because of entitlement and insecurity. And so, we have to stay focused. It's a very interesting thing that this is what it is that we're dealing with, and you're seeing it happen everywhere. But the Trump administration always makes mistakes. They love the dog whistles, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But they always make mistakes as it pertains to not taking care of, regular people, many of which look like them. And ultimately, I think that you're seeing it politically, that there's going to be a price to pay for that. And that's not going to change. And you're getting ready to be outnumbered.
Oh, y'all. Oh, y'all, no, they can't stay the outnumbering part.
Hello, I'm Isaac Hayes III, founder and CEO of Fanbase, and I'm here with a very important message. We are at a turning point in the black community where we must have equity in the apps we use that scale to billions of dollars. But this time, we own the infrastructure, we own the culture, and we shape the future. And Fanbase is the future. Fanbase combines the free functionality of Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube into an all-in-one platform built for the evolution of social media and monetization. With over 1.4 million users, that's real proof that we are shifting the conversation of tech ownership and equity for creators. So right now, I want you to go to startengine.com/fanbase and invest today. The minimum to invest is $399. That gets you 60 shares of stock in Fanbase at $665 a share. This marks a turning point in black ownership of social media. If we don't take this opportunity to own social media right now, we will always be customers to our own creations. And that can't go on. So once again, go to startengine.com/fanbase and invest today. We must own the platforms where our voices live, our stories matter, and where our culture drives the world. Thank you.